So John here with another retro unboxing, which is a new unboxing of an old game. This is the third and final expansion I have for Mantic's Dungeon Saga. So to give you a rough idea, Dungeon Saga has been around since 2014. It's now December 2021. In this unboxing, unlike the others that I've done recently, we're going to have two sets. So we've got the Infernal Crypts and the Eye of the Abyss expansion. We'll come back to that in a minute. So let's crack this one open. I picked up this expansion, the Eye of the Abyss, the Warlord of Glenar, and the Tyrant of Help expansions, all in one go. It was a clearance sale from a local retailer, so I thought this would be the time to flesh out my original Dungeon Saga box set. Let's get rid of this. Have a look at the back. So that's the back of the box. In here we have this expansion box set contains the Infernal Crypts quest book and all new scenarios, area and Ventity miniatures and four hero cards, a boss card, a boss miniature. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. That's Direkarnog. 18 abyssal miniatures, new dungeon tiles, spell items and locations, cards to support Overlord, the Invisible Overlord and Uncharted Dungeon play modes, which is part of the Adventures Companion set. So we'll zoom in a little bit here. So that's what we're expecting. There's minions, heroes, and of course the boss. There's a layout of some of the the dungeons. Go out again. This is in that very cool, get rid of that, book style box with the minis and the magnets all in one. Stick this up on your shelf. That's kind of cool. Let's move this out a little bit more. Just crack this open. Again, minis, let's put those to one side. More cards! Yay! No dungeon crawl is complete without cards. Some spacers. Let's move my copy before I knock it flying. I'll put it down there so I can kick it over later. And then, very, very tight fit of the card components. So let's have a look what we got. First up is the guy I can't pronounce at all, who looks to be the boss miniature, Lord of the Abyss. The artwork. It's a bit cartoony, for sure. A bit of a glare there. There's always special rules. Has no legendary side. We then have the Human Cleric. I'm not even going to try and pronounce these, which is one of the new heroes. Okay, and a legendary side. We have the Human Barbarian from the original game. The miniature will be in the original game, won't be in this set. We have a Nadai Demon Hunter, which is a new hero. Get the idea there. And the legendary side, and then we have the Human Wizard. So from the expansions to Dungeon Saga. Human Wizards appear twice now, and the Dwarf Warriors appeared twice. So without going into why, it may be because they have different rules for each expansion, I'm not sure. Let's pop this card stock out. More stick bags. Right, so let's have a look at the rule book first. Or the quest book. It's not the rule book. If you want the rule book, you have to get the Dungeon Saga core game. Again, this is coming at 24 pages, so that seems to be quite common with these box sets. Full gloss. I just love the artwork on here. They really are going through the abyss, the Infernal Crypts. There's this dude up on a mountain looking down at them. Again, very nice. Full colour, gloss, some background there for the warriors, rules and adventures and time limits. New dungeon tiles. The Adventurer's Companion, which was another expansion, and then it's into the Adventures. We won't go too much into that. Might be something we can do later on. And then we have sixth and final adventure, Death or Glory, dungeon layout. So again, quite big. And then optional rules. So, as always, gloss, great artwork, full colour, love it. And then we've got the dungeon tiles themselves. Again, these are double-sided. You can see. Again, the card could be a little bit thicker, but it could be a lot flimsier as well, so I'm not going to knock it. Someone who's got the Dwarf King's Hold, which was like a precursor to Dungeon Saga, the card stock is definitely better. Again, the artwork is gorgeous. You've got some tokens, they're double-sided. This one's obviously taking lava into account in this game. Oh, am I falling out? Again, a lot more lava, fiery death waiting the adventurers, double-sided, always nice. Oh, the Overlord, Lord of the Abyss card. This is where one player takes on the role of Game Master, for want of another word, and you have Lower Abyss, Abyssal Guard, Flame Bearer, Succubus, Hellhounds, Tortured Soul, Mololoch and Ifrit, whatever that is, and their notes and all the stats there, so it's all on one card. And then we have the final dungeon tile, which is 6, which is 11 by 8 inches. So it's quite a sustainable, substantial play area just on that one tile, and then it's all lava on the back. So cool, that's all the card and paperwork done. But let's have a look at the minis, because that's what we're here for, right? So let's start. We have 2 bags of red minis, and I suspect that these will be the same, but we'll just check. This is where I'm going to come unstuck, because I don't know any of the Abyssal minis for Mantic Kings of War, so we could come unstuck here. Again, semi-hard plastic, already pre-built. demon-like thing. I've noticed there's a bit of a notch on that. It wouldn't take much to clear that off. A guy shooting a fireball, demon. Go back to him. This has got to be the hellhound type thing, three-headed. What do they call the three-headed dog? I forget. Cool. And you could use these minis in Kings of War, you could use them in other adventure games. They're all pretty standard. Here's an evildoer shooting a fireball. I believe this is a returning character from the original Dungeon Saga. And again, we have female running and a couple of more demons. Let's have a quick look at this guy. Yeah, he seems to be on a 40mm base. So sculpt wise, it's not Games Workshop quality, but you're not paying Games Workshop prices, and it is a board game. So this is what I expect. This is probably a little bit above what I was expecting, to be honest. Again, there's a little bit of a flex there, but it's mostly hard plastic, or hardish plastic. I believe the second bag of reds is exactly the same, so we won't open that one up. And then have a look at this. This is the bad guy who I can't pronounce. He's the Lord of the Abyss. Yep. He's going to be a bit of a slight bend in his weapon. He's looking really cool. I'll paint him up because I'm going to use him elsewhere. And then the heroes. So 2 new hero models. We have the cleric. This is in that dark blue again, already pre-built. I'm not sure. It's in a big old holy flail, or flail, sorry. And then the demon hunter. It seems to be having some sort of crossbow arrangement there, pistol crossbow, and a trident or upside down 3-pronged spear. So, cool, that's the minis, that's the contents of that box. We're not going to go into too much detail because we need to have a look at the Eye of the Abyss. Now, that goes over there. The Eye of the Abyss is a bit different because this new expansion set requires the Dungeon Saga Dwarf King's Quest core game and the Infernal Crypts expansion. So you can't zoom out, sorry. So you need the core game and expansion, the Infernal Crypts expansion, before you can use this. This expansion set, let's get rid of that. This story expansion set contains the Eye of the Abyss questbook with all new set of 6 stories. Also includes a further 7 adventurers for new and old characters alike. There's a list of adventures, detailed resin miniatures and 4 hero cards. There's a Malu 2 blue Surefire finely detailed resin miniature and boss card. So yeah, I don't know who comes up with these names. It just can't be called Henry or something like that. New item cards, yay! And the story to the characters. These items are also compatible with the Adventurer's Companion and an FAQ and erratica content included in the quest book for the original Dungeon Saga game. So let's take a look at the back of the box. You can see this is a much smaller box compared to the other expansions. Now I'm guessing this has just got the one bad person, one bad evil boss, and then more of the heroes. Let's go back out. Let's have a look. How do we get into this one? It doesn't want to come out. There we go. That's just the box. Yes, it hasn't got the book type box like we expected. This, oh my god, this is quite chunky. Star Saga, the Mantic's dungeon crawl but in space game, which if we look back through some of the videos you'll find that I've done an unboxing for that. This comes in, oh, blimey, 47 pages. It's full colour, gloss, and we have the Eye of the Abyss has got 6 adventures, and we've got the Haunting in the Library, which I'm not sure what that is. That's 4 adventures. Rats in the Cellar. So there seems to be some additional campaign missions in this, or scenarios, or adventures. We have the Dungeon Guide and the Core Rulebook, FAQ and update. So yeah, there's a lot in there. That's a lot bigger than the others. We have some more cards. These are item cards. The Succubus Head. The Flask of Fading Souls and such. So more cards for a game that's already got more cards in it. Some more minis. That guy's come from his base in there. But this is the same as the Infernal Crypts. I'll come back to them. Hero cards. Oh, some more cards. Joy. Some more item cards. Let's move that out of the way. So we have a Clutch Ward, which is a hero. Oh, maybe not. I'm not sure. I haven't done any research on this. We have some sort of plaque Drim Defender. A Demon Hunter, another Demon Hunter, a male one this time. A Necromancer, to raise the dead, and an evil, here we go, Malutai Brusura, Succubus Tempress. I should imagine that's the evil boss person from there. So unlike the other miniatures in Dwarf King's Hole, Dungeon Saga, this particular set has resin miniatures and they're not built. So it's going to take a bit of assembly required for these. But zoom in a bit. These are nice. These are detailed. Again, it's resin, a bit of hot water on that will sort that out. And the bases, here we have, it looks something like a sea lizard warrior. Again, I'm not sure, I don't think that's flashing, I actually think that's sort of fins on there. Not sure. So unlike the other sets, you will have to do some assembly with these, a bit of clean up. We have Demon Hunter, the male version, and the Necromancer, who's raising the dead or shooting death bolts with his book of undead castings. And then the Succubus Tempress. Now this looks really good. You can see that. As things go, I mean, it's not going to take a lot to put these together, so you can start playing straight away. And then the bases, we've got some bases. So there's quite a lot of minis in this set. And of course, some more adventurers, and the FAQs are always good. A little bit of clean up, but not a lot for what you get. So that is the Eye of the Abyss, which is an expansion for an expansion. Go figure. And it has it looks to me like it has additional. Just go to that page again. You have the Eye of the Abyss adventures, and then you have the Haunted Library adventures, and a couple more, and then you got the rules updates at the bottom. So all in all, very good. I'm happy that I picked up these expansions. Because who doesn't like a good dungeon crawl, right? It's been the backbone of tabletop gaming for the last 30 years, so get that out there. Oh, that doesn't want to fit back in there. I think that's it. Was there any new tiles in this one? No new tiles. Plus more minis. So I'm going to struggle to put all this back in the box now. But that's the end of this retro unboxing. I will be doing some more as and when needed, because there's loads of games that I wish I picked up at the time, but I never did, and now years later I'm chasing them down and trying to find them. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to support the channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to be notified of when myself, Ross, or anyone else that happens to come along House of Chaos post a video, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. Let us know in the comments what we could do better, because we are always trying to improve. And until next time, it's John signing off.
This is a House of Chaos production. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.